how to get the most out of your LCAT. This boat is so simple, it's so easy, super fun, but we know it's unique. This will go through all the little details and nuances to inflate the fun. We all know that boats are very expensive to own, insure, tow, and maintain. LCAT is shockingly affordable when compared to anything else of its size or capability. Let's get this started. We'll show you why. So a quick note about safety. The LCAT does have a nice safety warning label, and there are handles all over the place. And the handles are great for making you feel steady or secure. They're there for you when you're coming out of the water. The LCAT can get a little slippery when wet, so having these handles everywhere is super helpful. A life jacket. In this case, these are considered PFDs. You don't have to wear them, but you have to have them when you're out on the water, one for each person. Cordage. Always helpful to have, whether you're trailing. You should have an anchor if you're worried about wind, depending on where you are. Some warmth, of course, and we recommend nothing cotton, because if you get wet, cotton doesn't do a whole lot. Finally, a means of communication, whether it's a marine radio or to make sure that you're gonna have cell service. Those are 4 critical things before you head off. Okay, so here's all the components to the LCAT and how it ships to you. You've got the floor, which includes the 2 cylindrical thwarts. This piece is almost 80 pounds. You've got the 2 sides. These are each about 50 pounds. And then the roof, the transom, and the ladder. The motor ships separately, and that weighs about 55 pounds. There are 8 zippers on the LCAT. There's 2 for each side, holding onto the floor, 4 for the floor. And there are 2 on each side of the roof, holds the roof to the sides. We actually make an LCAT model without zippers. What's nice about the zippers is that you can unzip the whole product and have it in separate components, so it's much smaller for transport. If that's not an issue and you have a pickup truck or a large van, you can save some money with the LCAT that does not zip up. And I want to give you a sense of how durable and strong these are. They're just like any other zipper, except mega scale. 15 feet long, 8 feet wide, 6.5 feet tall. This thing means business. Okay, so the LCAT comes with 2 pumps. One is an AC powered pump, high volume. It'll fill it up really quickly, but it doesn't quite have the pressure that the DC powered pump comes with. So this runs on 12 volt. The other one runs on 110 volt household power. And of course, all the inflating and deflating can be done with the GoSun Power 1100, an awesome lithium ion power bank. I want to start with the floor, and these are a twist lock valve. So boom, I'm going to put the power on, incredibly high speed. It doesn't really matter the sequence of what channels you fill up first, but with the floor, you do want to stop inflating about halfway to install the transom, and this is where the motor is going to mount. So it slips into the floor via these little rubber grommets. It does take a little bit of unique finesse to get that all set up in there. And once those are loaded in, you can continue to inflate the floor. These valves will automatically lock. There's a setting for deflating where everything pours out, and there's a setting for lock. And it's in the lock setting that you want to inflate with. So deflate, inflate. Now we're done with the high volume AC powered pump. We're gonna move over to the 12 volt DC powered to get the flat parts, which there are 4 of, to get those to about 6 PSI. And what's cool on this guy is that you can literally set the pressure to automatically stop when you want. And I'll start with this wall here. Okay, so you can see how the pump automatically turns itself off. And then of course, it always is helpful to put the little valve cover on and you're ready for the water. This is simply a cover and it is not designed to hold back air. To set the ladder up, I just undid the nut and I'm gonna back off this big bolt, drop the ladder right where it belongs, run the all thread back through the boat, and then put the nut in on the other side. And that's it. This is, again, the swim ladder, so you can get in and out of the water super easily. It will hang out in the water when you're running about, So what I like to do, I like to strap the ladder up so that it's not an issue when running about. And there's a couple convenient spots to do this. That keeps it up. Developed a little creative technique for moving the Elcat. These are little kayak trailers.
This is
Basically,
cool.
you just put one underneath each
This
corner
is-
in the back, and then one person can tow the whole Elcat around.
Clock.
And then from the front, I can move the whole thing. And this is an example of just one person moving the